fuck that,
you know,
dude.
like,
I
are
don't
not
want
gonna,
to.
Yeah, right, exactly. To give you guys a good, accurate
Shit.
gauge of what's going on, we're not gonna, you know, bullshit, right? Right, Smitten?
Exactly. Right, Shadow. I keep trying to call you Nshadow. Nshadow.
No, don't call me that. I hate when people call me that. That's when we're not really friends.
That's strangers call
that's
you
how you know.
Nshadow.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I feel you there. So you'll call me Smitters before the evening goes through. It's okay.
No,
I
Bagel,
understand.
it's too fucking
Okay,
late.
so what's the oh my god, he's got Sunder.
Yeah, so Sunder actually has some utility in 1v1, of course, because it is you know, it is a single hitting ability that reduces protections. So it's got some use, but unfortunately, it really only shows up in these lower tier matchups where the god needs like a little bit of oomph to get the kill. So Athena early on here, he's gonna try to use this Sunder in combination with his you know, main combo of the 3 and the taunt to try to secure some early kills. But it falls off and it doesn't because it has the protections reduction on it, which is always, but the damage that it does isn't actually relevant late game. So the protections part is always relevant, but the damage itself isn't. So it's a little bit of a weird active. It's not picked up on the better gods for a reason. You know, they can do without it.
This is for the lulz. Looks like. Who's up in this game?
But yeah, Superior actually thinks that that she does best with Sunder, whereas I would have probably gone like Hog here, because Hog actually is another thing that can be used for lower tier gods to catch them up, because they can't farm as well. Like an Athena can't farm nearly as well as an Anubis. So having that Hog up every having that Hog up every however the fuck often it's up now. I forget. You know, they made so many changes to Hog, Smitten. I can't remember. You know, they changed the active so many times. That's a good wrap.
It used to do a million different things. It used to have an option where you used to fist the gods. You used to fist nerds, and it would stun them for.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. I like the purple pot. I would think that Anubis wouldn't need the extra.
Right. It's actually just it's gonna solidify his dominance here and stop him from getting snowballed against by the Athena, because the only opportunity Athena has to win this is in the early game. So if he goes this pot and he just keeps her out, he's gonna put her so far behind. She can't even stand up to his clear right now. She's passively farming and getting poked out, so this is the tough part. She's gonna try to steal this, and the Anubis does have his ult, so if he wants to commit, he can, but he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't want to blow it yet, because if he does, he gets the buff, but maybe she'll be able to re-engage, you know?
Exactly. And he'd have to burn through
Fast
ult maybe, and she's got...
Right, you know, and she doesn't... Yeah, that's the good thing about Athena, right? You burn through your ult. She doesn't need to burn through an ult, because she doesn't have one. So it's like a double-edged sword.
Exactly. It's really... I wish Goobus was more viable.
I know, right? He's so fun. Yeah, I like him a lot. I like to use him a lot myself. Superior's got to be careful because he's taking a lot here. I don't really like what he's doing too much because he might... He got it. Oh, okay. Jesus. See, that was a little too risky for... Yeah, she taunted to try to get the auto off. She taunted too late, though, because she actually ended up, you know, trying to apply the damage with the taunt instead of the auto. She meant to just get the Athena auto off there. But it definitely looked like she thought that her taunt applied damage, right? She was like, I got this.
I know. It's like one of those, like, I accidentally selected and instead of autoing. I hate that one. I can't tell you how many times I've fat fingered an ult because of that exact reason.
Yep.
I just place my hand on the keyboard.
Young birds, you just gotta try to sack
press,
to it enough, dude. It's tough.
No matter if it's like my Aegis and my ult.
I have really weird keybinds, so all I hear all day is, you know, like, what the fuck is wrong
What
with
do you have that bound to?
My actives are X and R.
X and R, really?
Yeah. They're pretty far apart too. So if I have to press them at the same time, it's kind of awkward, but rarely do I.
Mine are Q and E.
Yeah, Q and E. Yeah, because that's normal. So Superior taking... Oh, nah, man. After not securing that wrap, he really needed to save that ultimate. Because now he's in a position where you know, he had so much more kill potential, and now he's going to have to play it a little bit passive up on the next few waves. He's going for a late game build with this Sash. He's going to go into Warlocks, and that's exactly what he needs to do here. Like I said, he played the same matchup against me just yesterday, and he did the same type of thing. Athena can't really stand up to a late game god because she doesn't have enough tools. She's literally missing an ultimate. So she's got her early burst, and then she's got some interesting poke that you're going to be seeing with Polly, because her autos are transcendent and they have extra power on them. So with Polly, she actually takes structures down so quickly. It's really cool to see. But other than that, her actual 1v1 potential is lower. So yeah, so he's smart to be going into this late game build. Whereas the opponent here, Diesel, is going to go into a Void Stone here to try to really make up for that, or not make up, but try to utilize that early game as best he can, get some defense and some offense at the same time.
Yup, that's pretty badass. I mean, that's something
Some
you should expect out of a diamond, you know, and master level player.
Exactly. Yeah, they know exactly what both of their characters thrive on here.
Holy crap. So, okay, his purple pots wore off. Now
you might be right, Icy. He might have tried
to
reach him with the taunt.
Of his stacking item. I want to see the Sunder used again. Like, I've always been curious about how Sunder effectively, and I'm so surprised. I can't wait to see it again. I'm just like, come on, how do you use it? Show me how.
Yeah, this could be the opportunity because Superior's pot is down. You know, it's run out of its lifespan. He has the lead to make up for it, right? Because it's a 450 reduction, but if you look at the gold, he has just enough. But there's the Sunder there, and yet, look at that. Once Athena's combo is down, and she used the Sunder there, she's got nothing else to offer for quite a little bit, especially with the pen boots. So she really, unfortunately, has to utilize the pen boots instead of cooldown, because otherwise she doesn't have enough early burst. But at the same time, ooh, so I don't like what Superior did here. He really put himself out of position. Diesel's going to be able to catch this, maybe? Oh, what a nice wrap. That was really good. Really
snap, dude, he survived. He's
really,
got
really
67 HP.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Athena's got to be so mad. She's got to be so mad about that wrap.
Yeah.
But it was perfect. She secured the red buff, so I mean, you can
exactly,
say that
yeah. And she's ahead of him in experience now. Superior really shouldn't have taken the risk on that red buff. That was just a little silly. He's got to recognize that for his one, Athena has the taunt out of it. So whenever he uses that Plague of Locust, she can just taunt him out. That's not secured damage on that red buff.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, how is he actually able to like clear the waves so much better? Because she has a taunt that should be able to pull him out of all of his damage.
Yeah.
Like, two of his abilities, he's got to stand still. She could really, like, spank on him.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Diesel.
Yeah.
Come on, Diesel, spank on him.
He really needs to secure a first blood here, Diesel, or else it's gonna continue to get harder for him, as I said. So, finishing up this Void Stone, he's got a lot of room to aggress. And unfortunately, Superior hasn't been landing those combos when it matters. You know, he did it to escape once, which is awesome, and saved his life, but he hasn't been able to, you know, to counter engage well yet.
Right. So he's got his warlocks up, taking these. Oh, his blue is gone.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
so quickly there with that Athena clear with the pen boots and Void Stone, just taking it down very, very easily. And he's just gonna try to bully him.
So the goof that Superior made was going for that red buff, and look at how much further behind it makes
right,
you.
just
that
one, yeah, exactly. One
play.
mistake like that. It's 1v1, so it's not like, you know, it's just between you and the other opponent. It's not like the farm is going to be shared by your teammates, you know. It's all going to one person. So the lead after getting one red buff and one wave over your opponent is quite significant.
That's insane. Like, it's insane that it just like snowballs that hard. I'm so surprised. No wonder I don't do Duel.
Yeah.
No wonder, because that would frustrate the crap out of me. I have to be able to make lots of mistakes and be able to make up for them.
Right.
That's possible.
But that's the issue here, is that even though Superior is behind, the matchup here dictates that he will win anyway. So even though Diesel's been pushing the envelope and has been able to take so much, Superior on paper should win this regardless. So that's what we're gonna see, whether Diesel can overcome that or not. But obviously we're spectating Superior, so we're rooting for him anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if this was anybody else, if this was, let's say, this was a bronze, who would win? Do you think in like a bronze?
Oh, the
matchup?
Anubis for
is it
sure.
the god or the skill? Really, just like hands down, Anubis is gonna win.
Yeah, yeah. You have to show a lot more skill than your opponent on the worst god in order to win. Unfortunately, that's just, you know, the gaps between the tiers are that significant. That's why I you know, was so interested in making the tier list, because people have to know just how different the oh, is he gonna, no, did he? I don't think that's his, right? That's Diesel's. Yep.
No,
Wow.
it's Diesel's.
Yeah, so that's the one thing, is that he's trying to trade out for these buffs, and it's been hurting him so much.
I mean, you don't really have
Yo, what's up,
any systems
Koganna?
of minion damage or anything. You just gotta worry about getting taunted out of the ability that stands still.
Yeah.
It's just,
Ooh,
it's
good
all
ultimate, but I don't know that he has enough. He's gonna get double tap. Oh my god, he got out in time. Really good sensibility from Superior to recognize. So remember when I said this is a late game build with the Warlocks? You see how little damage Anubis' ultimate did there? It's because he went straight into Warlocks. That's not a powerful item by any means, right? So he's got to stack that up in order to get the power off of it, and he's got to, you know, and he's obviously doesn't have like a much pen online other than the Shoes of the Magi, which never seem to give that much. Like, I always feel like I don't have a pen item when I have Shoes of the Magi, you know? It's like when they build one defense item, I don't feel like I have any pen. Yeah.
Like you have any pen.
Yeah, none at all. It's crazy.
It's really interesting to see, and like, okay, so Athena got Sunder, and she used meditation there, which is a really I really like that strategy. The meditation in order to deal with the chunk that is coming from that ultimate, or for a combo of those abilities. Do you think maybe Athena fares better with like beads in the situation?
That's the thing, yeah. Here's the thing, he doesn't have beads against Anubis. Late game Anubis, if he wraps you and you don't have beads, I don't know. That's pretty disastrous to me. What this build is going to help him do, though, is snowball harder. So that's the thing. Whether he can establish enough of a lead that he can win before Anubis comes online. Look at that difference.
Aww.
And
nobody's died yet.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm telling you, this is an exact replay of what happened between me and Superior yesterday. Nobody died until the 18-minute mark. I got the first blood, and Jesus, it's if it happens again, we're all too similar right now. But the Athena, the only thing she's doing differently than when I did that game that I ended up losing the late game is I went beads and he didn't now. So maybe he knows more than me. Maybe the beads are not the pickup here because he's trying to win the early game and not the late. So maybe he'll be able to win with this Sunder.
Or I was about to say, maybe the Sunder kind of makes up for the lack of an ultimate, because it is a source of damage.
Right, exactly. It's an extra ability, yeah.
I mean, it's not a ton. How much is it?
Right. It's what? It's 40 plus 14 per level. So at level 20, it's doing how the fuck much, man? You say you like math. 240.
Yeah. 240 plus 40, so 280.
Yeah.
But
So
it's also
hardly
reducing your
anything, but it does
protections,
reduce the protections. That's the big thing.
Oh, that taunt.
Yeah. It's a good wrap. But,
oh, he's working on poly.
Yeah. Once the poly comes online, that's when Athena gets really scary and she can start pushing down your objectives. For the time being, of course, any Guardian can't really.
Diesel's being such a bully around these camps, and that's a beautiful strategy, knowing that he can actually dominate Anubis whenever it's coming in his camps.
Nice wrap, but once again, just not enough damage on Superior's side. What I don't like here is that he went into Pythags instead of Bancroft, so he doesn't have that much damage. I think instead of the pen boots, he should have went cooldown boots, and then he could have gone Bancrofts instead of the Pythags to give himself a little bit more power, because right now we're looking at an Anubis with Warlocks, Pythags. Like, that's just not a lot of damage on his side right now. And now going into Silver Talisman instead of a pen item. So that pen item's coming super late. But, you know, the thing about Superior here is he doesn't care. He thinks, you know, this is my game, late game, so I don't need to kill him yet. All I need to do is survive this.
Be patient.
Yeah.
I just gotta be patient.
And he might be right, you know.
That is so weird. It's so, like, uncommon. It's unfamiliar for me. I'm notoriously aggressive, and I love watching like plays and all
it's
that
a
stuff.
whole new territory, yeah. And
it
I don't.
really is.
Yeah,
You have to have patience.
I don't like the patience. That's why I would be the Athena in this situation, and I would be diving his tower and just repeatedly trying to kill him, and then eventually lose. So that's the one biggest issue with Joust, is that so much comes down to the god that you're playing, you know.
I like that Phoenix is just lazily circling in the back. That's me. Okay, how do you keep yourself from going on tilt if things aren't really going your way in these
Did he
Joust
lose
maps?
that buff?
He did.
He
Wait,
polyed
no,
it
no.
through the wall?
No,
or?
no.
Oh,
No,
no, he
didn't
did
lose
get
It's
it.
still there.
Okay.
He's got red though.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So, like, how do you keep yourself from going on tilt? Because I imagine going on tilt would be so much easier in 1v1 it's just you versus the other dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it does get very, very bad sometimes. In all honesty, a lot of the matchups that I know I lose, if I start a power pot and I start something like Hog or Sunder and I'm just going for the early game, if I get first blooded and I know that the rest of the game goes to that character, unfortunately, I just leave the game. I'm like, you know what? There's literally nothing I can do here. It's depressing as fuck, but this is the game mode that I play, and I can't do anything anymore with this god unless I won the early game. So I'm dipping, and I have to just do that. It sucks, but yeah.
The frustration gets really, really high.
Yeah. So yeah, very passive gods, and passive players end up benefiting a lot, and I don't really like that as much,
Yeah. See, I don't have the patience. 10 times out of 10, if you want to beat me in lane, you just gotta try to stall the wave first of all, because that drives me insane.
Right, I
will
hate
always
it.
get
Yeah.
baited by that.
Yeah, me too. I hate it so much. So now, yeah, you can see the superior strategy is working out for him now because he's in that position that he wants to be. He's starting to come online. He's got enough defense to just mitigate all of what Athena's doing to him. He might even take the blue. No, he should have realized that the blue buff might be up there. Instead, he's looking for fire, and I don't think he can drop it in time before Athena comes here. So he might with his ultimate, but the thing is, she does know, and he's taking a lot of damage. She doesn't know. Okay.
She's going for the blue.
Wow. I'm very, very surprised, honestly. Did it just say he killed the Gold Fury?
Yeah, he killed the Gold Fury.
It said that, right?
Lord, yeah,
what
good
the
job,
fuck?
Smite.
Oh
Nobody's
my
gonna
God.
spectate Duel.
No. Forget about it.
I know. Forget
it.
about it. Don't.
Doesn't matter, guys.
That's
Gold,
amazing.
Gold Fury.
Everybody's name is Y, and the Gold Fury
Why doesn't it show everybody's name is Y when they're doing the SPL? I wonder.
I don't know.
It's almost as if they care at those times.
They probably get sued.
Yeah.
Better use my name.
So yeah,
look
very
what
weird
happened.
of very weird of Superior, or not Superior, but of Diesel not to recognize that he can go for the FG there. I guess he just didn't recognize that Anubis has so much burst potential on it, and of course he could have dropped it before Diesel got there, but the issue would have been he would have been dead in the water afterward. Ooh, look at the but the lifesteal is just catching him right back up. There's no answer on that.
It would have been way better.
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
Would have healed him up a lot more.
Yeah. Oh, he misplaced that 3
seconds.
really hard. He's just taking this tower down, and look how much he's just regenning. It's crazy. He's regenning from the fire giant buff, by the way. Yeah.
There's regen on the fire giant buff.
There's no power, but there's regen. Yeah.
Oh my God, no. No, just disable the towers. You don't need to also give them
I
the
know,
ability
right?
to regenerate. That's too OP.
Oh my
Nshadow,
God.
why aren't you raising hell about this?
You have no idea how many times I've complained.
Dude, don't complain. You gotta riot. You gotta get a bunch of nerds to show up in Atlanta and just fucking riot until they change their shit, man.
The worst part is that, like, if you're the aggressor and you're winning late and you take down their Phoenix, the fire giant does nothing after that. Other than the regen, it doesn't help you take the Titan. And it's almost impossible to take the Titan. How is this Athena walking backwards? All right, never mind. So it doesn't help you take the Titan after the Phoenix is down. And if the person is really confined to just, camp that out under the Titan, then there's no way to end. It's so ridiculous. It's so difficult for you to end once that Phoenix is down and you're trying to go for the Titan, because you have no team to help you, tank it up. It's all on you. The enemy can most likely clear the creeps if they're a good god. Clear the creeps before you get in there. Ooh, Superior's in a rough spot right now. Missed everything, but Diesel can't aggress right now. I don't know why Superior's sticking around, though. It's a little questionable. He's going to try to just lifesteal, but he's still only going to get up to about half here, so it's just weird. But Diesel, for some reason, not taking the offensive approach. Usually we'd see him. And 18 minutes in, Smitten, there's no first blood yet.
I know, look, and then literally there's
Here's going to be the kill, though. I'm calling it. I don't know why Diesel's sticking around.
Superior.
Diesel missed the Sunder there. Oh, that's crippling.
Aw, damn. That sucks really bad. I mean, like, look at, there's like 400 gold difference between the two. There's not a single fucking kill, and yet this game has evolved so like viciously. I mean, like, there's been a lot of action, there's been things happening on it, and yet so little has happened.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, Diesel really wanted to force that there, and he might get punished for it. Oh, he tried to taunt as he appeared through the wall there, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Diesel really, really nice here with the follow-up, but I don't know that he'll... What?
It's really easy to wiggle on Anubis. It's really easy to out-wiggle all that damage.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
whenever he doesn't have much
It's
CDR.
so unconfirmable, his entire kit, right? Other than if you do it with the wrap. And the wrap, unfortunately, has a long cooldown, so once that wrap is down, the rest of your kit is pretty useless, unfortunately, right? It's crazy.
Yeah,
Poor Anubis. I don't know why they don't like do something for him. You know, just do something.
Well, I think if they changed anything,
I know he could be. Yeah, he could easily be too strong. Yeah.
He could break people's soul, man. You could literally. You would probably cause the biggest Reddit riot we've seen yet.
Yeah.
And imagine that Anubis breaking the game.
Yeah.
But literally, like, you need to have them look into the.
But just,
like, we need to cause more trouble. Is what we need to do. In order to get people to listen to you, sometimes you gotta riot a little, chat.
Yeah.
And I think we might have to start.
Yeah, they actually did listen to me for a lot of things. Like the Fire Giant used to be so easy for ADCs to take because you wouldn't lose. You know how most buffs you lose lifesteal ability on and things like that? You don't have that much lifesteal on like the Fire Giant in Conquest. It wasn't quite that way in this, and they were able to just lifesteal their asses off and not take any damage. So I got them to change that. Superior's just going a little too ham here. He might have. Oh, but that late game Anubis. Oh, but that meditation. But Athena doesn't have taunt up.
Oh!
Wow. First blood.
20 minutes
20
in.
minutes in. Only took 2 minutes longer than it did for my game. All right, so I'm officially better than Diesel, though, right? It's been because I got first blood at 18 minutes. I still lost, but I got, yeah. Oh, he's got to be careful here. Oh, my God. I thought he was going to take that last hit.
Oh, shit.
You guys,
like,
I did it.
I never thought about that. You could actually literally, like, spank any of these towers or phoenixes until you have 0 HP left because there's no team
yeah, exactly.
to show up to punish you for it.
You gotta min-max it. He's gonna end up dying here. I don't know. He's gonna try to get it regardless, though. He got it. There you go.
Phoenix.
Yeah, see, that's always worth. Trade out the Phoenix for your life. What is Athena gonna do here? A little bit of damage to your
Especially
tower.
when you're only dead for 25 seconds.
Exactly, that's the problem with the respawn timers.
Well, honestly, if the respawn timers were any higher, they would also be broken.
Right, but the thing is that I argued to them, and I sent this directly to them, and they said, this is something we're definitely going to look into, was I said, how about this? If you have like 5-6 kills, if you're dominating your opponent, the respawn timer for them increases based on how many kills you have, right? Because you should be rewarded for killing your opponent more often. That's what would make this a real
Especially
1v1 game
behind.
mode. Right, yeah. That's what would make this a real 1v1 game mode. If you reward the person that is ahead by giving them giving them an option. So it's a little silly that
because right now would you say that right now they're rewarding people who either get the bull demon or a tower or first blood? The first of whatever happens on this map is almost feels like that's just you're guaranteed to win at that point.
I feel like it's unfortunately
the second tower.
Yeah,
the game's
I feel like it's unfortunately
really
a lot of the time the opposite.
I don't know, man.
Because
there's
because
so much.
the late game gods
here.
just get to wait out until the late game and end, like Superior was doing there. You know, it's just he just waits
Nshadow.
and it's crazy.
Nshadow hero.
Oh, I was talking without holding push to talk spin.
I was like, oh shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, I
Did
gave
you
a whole
DC?
explanation. I was like,
Aw,
unfortunately,
damn.
it's actually a lot of times the opposite because the late game gods, like what Superior is doing here, is able to just wait and then end. So even if Diesel was to take more off of this early game, oh, he's probably going to go down here. Nice attempt, though, to try to stick behind those creeps. Unfortunately, of course, Athena goes right through those. But yeah, if you were to just wait it out, then it doesn't matter if you've taken first blood, second blood, even the bull demon. That's the exact kind of scenario that you see in Duel so often is you can dominate the early game, but you still lose the late to the better god.
There's only the 500 gold difference. Like,
Yeah.
it's blowing my mind more than any of this.
But look, Diesel is ahead right now. He's ahead in kills, and yet he can't
Do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's not a late game god. That's the thing. That's what really is frustrating.
Do your Phoenixes respawn any faster or anything like that in this game mode, or is it the same?
The Phoenixes, I'm pretty sure it's the same for the Phoenixes. I'm not positive though. Actually, it must be short. It must be shorter. It has to be. Yeah. But I'm not sure the exact time.
It's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes on Conquest, and it looks like it's 4 minutes because I think I remember it being like 20 minutes for that first blood, right?
Yeah.
Then,
so I mean, maybe you're right.
Superior
Yeah.
died right after. I think it's about 4
okay,
minutes
yeah.
then. What if your towers could respawn since there's only one in the lane after
Yeah,
so
I
long,
don't
like the tower
know.
respawns, and that couldn't. I mean, that might punish the people that just sit here and wait forever.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Superior.
Maybe. The only thing is that once they come online late game, the towers are just so easy to take down. I just think what they need to do. Oh, there it is. See, exactly. Unfortunately, for Diesel, just nothing he could really do there. And Superior played it by the book. He played it exactly as he should. That was just a matter of build and a matter of sheer, I know what I'm doing in this situation. He didn't leave anything up to chance. He just built appropriately and counterplayed well in the late game. So that was good stuff to him.
Even though he died twice, like, that's really impressive, actually.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, so, who would have won against Anubis in this situation? Who's another mage? Because
yeah.
it is mage versus mage.
Hebo would dominate him. Who else? Sol would win it. Freya would poop on him. And, who else?
Ooh, Freya.
Yeah, not that many mages are that good, actually. It's mostly all ADCs and Kali and the higher up assassins like Vakasura too. So yeah, mages are in a rough place.
Are there any warriors that are played at all? Bologna, maybe?
Bologna is played, but is just like not great at the highest level, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah, it's rough.
So if you could boil down the reason why Superior won, if it was one reason, what would it be, Nshadow?
Well,
I called you Nshadow on purpose.
yeah,
Sorry.
you son of it would definitely be the patience, just the patience in knowing that he has the late game. So much of Duel is knowledge over actual player skill and actual mechanics is a big problem with the game mode, and that's not to discredit Superior because he did a great job, but so much of it is just the knowledge. You have to understand what you can do late and what your god is capable of and their god isn't.
Right.
Yeah, so he props to him, he knew his stuff. But yeah, that's not to say that Anubis is what I was saying, who could beat Anubis. That was just out of the mages, right? That's all the like so many other gods could beat him. It's just out of the mages. Yeah. Oh, no problem, Nanta.
So he literally picked the only mage that
Yeah.
the only person that could really.
Right, yeah, exactly. He happened to pick a very low tier, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this, our second Duel ranked analysis. This was Superior. We were spectating. He was in Diamond up against Diesel, who is Masters level. So really, really interesting stuff. I can't wait to do more of these. It's really interesting learning all these little things about 1v1 because I don't know anything about it. And I wonder how many people that I have in my community that do 1v1s and you just don't talk about it. I feel like it's like a whole separate world, and it's really awesome to kind of get an insight to it.